Okay, so then you go right back in business and you basically go back to selling drugs again.
Absolutely.
Now, around this time, you start to hear about Griselda Blanco, who
Yes.
was gotten locked up like the year before.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about Griselda Blanco for a second. So Griselda Blanco was born in 1943 and grew up in Medellin, Colombia.
Yes. Grew up in Medellin. She was born in Cartagena.
Mm-hmm. And she lived in the worst poverty. No running water, no electricity. And this was during a time in Colombia where there was a lot of social unrest, a lot of killings.
Yeah, what they called it, La Valencia, which was a war, the government against the revolutionaries.
Right. And she actually committed her first murder at 11 years old.
11 years old.
Can you tell me about that?
Okay, so her and a few of her playmates, they concocted a scheme to kidnap somebody, hold him for ransom. So they kidnapped a boy, I believe he was 10 years old. And so they took him to the mountains. She lived in the mountains. The poor people live in the mountains. The rich people, the well-to-do people live in the flatlands.
Mm-hmm.
The complete opposite of America.
Yeah.
So they went down, snatched this little guy, took him up to the mountains. And so they wanted, to shake his family down, so the family refused to pay. So Griselda put a gun between his eyes and blew his brains out at 11 years old.
11 years old. So
even
that's
when she had her first period, she committed her first murder.
So she became a killer at 11.
At 11 years old.
Did she ever tell you how she felt doing that?
She didn't have no remorse because, whatever she had to do to live a better life, she was willing to do it.